96 in reverse.
It is 96 in reverse, and you can have the worst of my drink, and we can switch places. Now we are in reverse.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's that time again. It's that 96 in reverse time. I don't know if you guys are ready for today.
Ooh.
We might have some topics, we might not. But I got my co-hosts here. Cedric, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. Today is my Friday. Amen.
Yay.
Michelle, how you doing, dude?
I'm good so far, just enjoying my life.
Natasha is not here, or Nate is not here with us today. But that's okay. We'll let it slide. But I don't know if you guys noticed. I said, what's up, girl, to you, Cedric. And I said, what's up to you, dude, Michelle.
Yeah, you done switched everything.
Definitely, it's 96 in reverse. We need to switch it
Yes.
around sometimes. Oh, look at Cedric. What are you up to? Huh?
Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I mean, I
Who's
don't mind
over
being,
there?
I don't mind being the girl, but
Okay.
I like Michelle to be the girl too, We can be
I
girls
know.
together.
It's us
Listen.
girls here.
Sometimes she might say some stuff and be like,
It sound like a dude.
what was
or
that
something?
topic around? She'll be like, well, you do it.
I don't think my voice can get that deep. I'm like that deep.
So I have a topic in mind. And I wanted to ask, when you have visitors in your house, what's the weirdest thing they have ever done?
Masturbate in the shower and then tell you about it.
Ooh, that's a strong one.
Yeah, I don't know why they told me. That was really yeah.
Was that just a
Weirdest
passing
thing?
by?
Huh?
Was that just a passing by? Like, hey, I was in your shower and I decided to masturbate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not this place. Not this house.
Okay.
Back then, we have a mutual friend. Oh, Cedric doesn't know this person yet.
Oh, I know exactly who you're talking about now.
They're very open about these things. So if they have like explosive diarrhea, they're gonna come up to you and be like, "Hey, Michelle, how's it going? I got explosive diarrhea," and you're like, "Okay, cool, yeah." And so it's a he was like, "Yeah," he's like, I just had to go and rub one out, and then it like when I jizzed, it was all over the shower, and you're like, "Did you clean it off?" Yeah, it's okay, I rinsed it off. Yeah, and I'm like, why'd you have to say it then?
They definitely are. They want to well inform you of what happens in your house.
I'm an open book, but I just like some things, maybe I didn't need to know that, you know.
That was
Just
You don't
definitely
need to
not need to know basis. I don't want to know that you did that. I don't think
Yeah.
I've
Look.
ever.
Oh, we have lost Peter.
My camera was like, I don't need to know all that information. I'm out.
I'm
Yeah.
out.
The camera gave up.
Right. I don't think I have ever had anything weird happen in my house that was weird. I mean,
Like, what's the worst house guest you've ever had? Like any weird
God.
behaviors? Yeah, like something like that where you're like mildly or somewhat offended.
Or the other way around. What have you done at somebody else's house?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, the
I can
fell
talk
on
about
himself.
that. Let's see.
Okay.
So I can tell it what I have done at other people's houses. Maybe I might be revealing myself, but
I'll reveal. We'll make it even.
I like to sleep naked.
Mhm.
It is hard
Okay.
for me to sleep with clothes on. So I might be telling too much because I came to you guys' house too. And
Wait, are you sleeping naked?
I have to sleep naked. So I'll get under the covers. And later on in the night, I'll be like, okay, I can't. So I would take my clothes off and it'll still be
Shedding
underneath the sheets with me. So when I wake up in the morning, I just put everything back on and keep it moving. But of course, there's
Okay.
protective sheets above me and below me. It's not like, I think
I-
it's. Mm-hmm.
I think that that's a very common thing amongst guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't do it. I have to sleep with a wife beater and underwear. But I've known a lot of guys who just sleep naked.
I can't do it.
Yeah, there's some ladies that sleep naked. Sometimes I do, but I haven't lately because I've had to get up and get out of the bed real quick for something related to the house. So just for the sake of efficiency, I've kept clothes on. Or I started to invest in silk pajamas, and that makes everything
Mm-mm.
better. So
Mm-mm. Nothing. No layers between me and the sheets. The sheets is the covers. They cover my body.
I mean, that feels great But I will tell you that I have a funny story to share. One time when I was doing that, I think I was 19 before I met Peter. I was sleeping, in the nude, and it was in my bedroom, and I wake up, and my mom is in my room, and she was like looking under the covers, and I never got up so quick. I was like, "What the hell are you doing, Mom?" She's like, "Are you sleeping with no clothes on?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Why are you looking in the
Why are you
room?"
looking?
I know. Look, I don't know what to say. Also, I grew up in a very interesting household, not with like the male part of my family, but the Asian part of our family, like usually my mom, it's not uncommon for me to go into the bathroom while she was in there, and she'll be like, "Hey, can you like get this part on my back? Like scrub my back in the shower and stuff." So I'll go do that because I mean, and plus, like when I was a kid, she grew up like giving me baths too, or I would just go in like and talk to her while she was in the bathroom. So that's not, yeah, it's not really much of a private time. So I've had to learn that some people private time because yeah, because I used to run up on people and I'll be outside and be like, "Hey, how's it going?" And they're like, "What?"
Right.
Yeah.
Peter, have you done anything weird at someone else's house?
I'm thinking, I'm like, masturbating in the shower. Yeah, that has happened.
Common thing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like you mocking your territory or something. I can't do that at somebody's
no,
I
no, no,
house.
know,
no.
right?
It's not that. It's not
You
that.
gotta
It's
click in
like,
the shower, this
so
bathtub.
to me, right? If I usually don't stay at people's houses,
Hmm.
so I have stayed in hotels and stuff like that. And if I do stay at people's houses, it's usually my own family's houses.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like most of the time I have lived there for a long time, so I know the whole house, right? And I
Hmm.
know everybody in the house. And most of the time, let me say this: I wasn't a person who went from to a lot of friends' house. Usually, it was my house, my aunt's house, my uncle's house, or my grandma's house. It's one of those
Mm-hmm.
three, one of those
Right.
four.
Right.
So I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think I've done anything crazy at somebody's house. A part of it's my family, like the masturbating part. But I think the craziest thing I have done was cook at somebody's house and left a mess behind because I forgot. We were talking about stuff, and you know how sometimes like you'll cook and we just got into conversation, and then it was time for everybody to go, and somebody was my ride.
Right.
So I
And
think
you
that's
just
huh.
did,
And
did
you
did they
just
tell you?
left.
Did they call you after that, or did they say
So
anything?
I told them I forgot, and they were like, "It's okay, it's okay. We just got caught in conversation." So I think that was like the craziest part for me.
Hmm.
Right.
And then, I mean, I have a follow-up question to you, like masturbating in the shower. Was that a family member's house, or
That's a good
I mean,
Yeah, it
question.
was
it
it
was
was a
okay.
it was a family member's house, and my trend is I sit in the toilet, I poop for an hour basically, and then I take a shower. So I think when I was pooping, I just got up and I just was horny, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm not gonna walk out there with a horny dick, you know. Let's just take care of it, and that's it.
I mean, were you doing anything? Like, were you looking at stuff while you were on the toilet,
No,
or
no, no, no,
you just
no.
got up and you were hard? Like,
It
is that
happens to
common?
guys. It
Yeah.
happens to guys from time to time. You just get
Yeah.
Okay,
hard for no reason.
Yeah.
okay.
And then, and your mental state is like, all right, well, I'm by myself. It's here.
Okay, might as well.
Instead of
Yeah.
letting it go down by itself, might as well enjoy the moment.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll answer this question. Uncomfortable moments has
Mhm.
happened to me, like where I'm at a party and all of a sudden this cute girl will come in and I have gotten hard. That has happened to me. Like when I worked back in the days in McDonald's, those people used to throw parties all the fucking time.
Mm.
And I was like, how am I gonna do? I can't stand up. I have to stay here sitting down, and I just stay sitting down. At some point, I didn't know that this was gonna make it worse. I had a Heineken on me, and I was drinking it, and I put it right in front of my penis, and I pressed it down, and that made it more erect. That
Oh
was
my gosh.
embarrassing. But I took my jacket and I just put it over my leg, and that was it, and waited.
Put it over your leg. You heard that?
Your leg, that other leg.
I didn't do nothing. I just put it over my leg like
I
that.
know.
Nobody
We're,
can
we're
see it.
calling your
Across
penis.
a.
We're
leg. I've heard
Jesus,
arms, but we've got leg
my
now.
God.
I mean, how
Yeah,
do you
because
see the
you need to
penis?
cover up. You need to cover up.
Understood, understood.
Okay, that's funny. My
I've
gosh.
had those though before. I have had times where uh I've kind of forced my way into people's houses or to a person's house because I wanted to, see the guy. Or I remember being a teenager perhaps before having sex. I used to want to be around certain people and come over and just kind of weirdly stand there waiting for them. But I was a kid, I was a teenager trying to figure things out
Hmm.
and
Oh my God. I remember one time I went to a friend's house.
Yeah.
I will never forget this. Oh my God. I went to a friend's house. It was the first time I saw a dude naked. And he was like, turn around like that, you don't see me. And I was like, okay. And I turned around and guess what?
You saw him again in the
No,
mirror?
his whole mirror, his whole closet was a mirror. So I'm like,
Crazy stuff.
what am I turning around for?
That happened to me and my friend too.
And exactly when I turned around, he just dropped his towel, and I was like, oh. And he's
Okay.
like, okay, whatever, you can turn around. It doesn't matter at this point. I totally forgot
Yeah.
that I had a
Seen
mirror.
everything.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So yeah. So that was my first time seeing a dude naked.
Yeah.
Did
I think.
did it?
Oh, I was just gonna say that I think at the time, my best friend and I were at the time when we were teenagers and stuff. She doesn't know, so and she still doesn't. But she if she ever watches this podcast, she will know. She was like, "Yeah, you turn around," and she's like, "It's gonna change." We were in my bathroom doing something because I think I was like, we were like really close. So I think I was like waxing her back or something, but she was gonna get changed into a swimsuit or whatever. And
Her
yeah, and I just
back. How much hair she had? No
she
comment.
she didn't have a lot of hair, but we were experimenting with things where you wanted to be like completely bare, and
Mm.
naked. So I was gonna use these wax strips on her. So she turns around, she's doing her thing, and then I forget that my bathroom where the vanity is, there's a fucking mirror, and you can literally look there, and then there's a direct line to her.
Mm.
So I just and when she came, she had like turned, she just like angled her body, so I saw like full bush and booze, but I saw everything, so I was like, okay, but I never said anything because I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go wax his back. Yep, and we just continued on with that, and she never knew.
I think the first time I've seen a guy naked is middle school. Middle school lockers.
Yeah,
Middle school lockers.
that was my second time.
Seeing guys naked, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gay. Now I don't want to see. And it was white guys. It was nobody. I remember one time it was over the summertime, and we went to a theme park as teenagers, and we were at a summer camp, and one of the theme parks was Wet and Wild, and we had to go into the locker room, and I remember this guy undressing. He was one of our chaperones, I guess, and he undressed, and his thing was just like, it was huge. It was like pointing right at me in my face.
It was like a bell.
It was
Boing.
huge. I was like, it was beautiful. Yeah. It was nice.
I mean, was it like straight? Like it
It
was
was
well
straight.
formed?
It was,
Because some
have you?
things are huge and they're like,
Yeah, they curve or something like that. No, this was just straight.
facing up,
Just,
facing down, squiggly lines.
and I think,
then you throw-
and I know that we're probably going to talk more about this in our next podcast, but I think the straight ones are the dangerous ones.
just going straight into the
It's just going
intestines.
wherever it's going into, it's going straight in and deep. The curve ones, you kind of like, all right, it's curve to the left. It's I don't know, but we'll
Yes,
talk
we'll
about that another
definitely
time.
we'll have to save that for later, but
Yeah,
definitely
talk about
doing
that
some
another
promo.
one.
Like speaking of big stuff, we're gonna have a whole episode with a special guest later on. That's gonna be coming out, all dedicated to size and
To size.
just the giant eggplant, or any type of maybe they're skinny zucchinis. I don't know.
You never know. You never know. You
But
never
yes,
know.
so be on the lookout for in the future for that episode.
Coming
It's coming up.
soon. Peter.
Okay. I have a crazy one. I'm reading here some of the notes that I have.
So over here thinking about eggplants now.
I don't know how to put this one because I don't want to offend nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, how low do you have to be to do OnlyFans?
I don't
How
know. What did you just?
low?
Yeah.
That shows
I
like a
wouldn't
negative connotation to it.
No,
Though.
yeah, not how
Not
low.
So that's so I I pulled out some topics, and that was one of the topics that came out was how low do you have to be to start your own OnlyFans? And I was like,
Okay, so we're not judging other people. We're just going to reflect on ourselves.
on ourselves.
So
Yes.
what situation we have to get to where we would, and you're talking about sexual OnlyFans, right? Not
Yes,
like a,
correct.
okay.
Well,
I'm like, oh, will you do it? Will you do it? Is the question at the end of the day.
Well, I would definitely do it, and I won't feel low about it.
Mhm.
I feel like, everybody has a fetish out there, and if I can use my body, a piece of my body to help somebody's fantasy go into play without exposing myself, I can. Like, there's people that like feet, hands, and then if you do show your midsection or whatever, you can put on mask and stuff like that. People are really into that kind of thing. Breast. A lot of men like big boobs. I talked to a friend. I talked to a friend that loves big breast and just wanted. I know a friend, my friend that I introduced you guys to recently. I'm not into women, but I think her breasts are beautiful and they're nice size. And I told her, if you ever put them on OnlyFans, don't put your face in them and have your. I said, girl, just put your breasts on the table and put the camera up close.
Slap some watermelon.
Right. Yeah.
Listen, that lady makes money. All she does, she takes her boobs and she just smashed watermelon. She beats up cake, pies, whatever. She's making money.
Do you think that will do some type of damage to your actual body? Or do you think that the body will get adjusted to it and heal to it and then become stronger?
I mean,
that's
well,
a
if you're
hard
talking,
question to answer.
Are you talking about the boobs or are you talking about something else?
Yeah, the boobs. Like, if you take a watermelon, you're like smashing your stuff with the boobs. Like, is it bring breast tissue?
No, because it's just fat in there. The fat will bounce around and stuff. It's like, and it's got muscle and fat. It's like saying, well, I guess you could technically hurt yourself if you did.
Yeah, you could.
If you were jerking off, or something, but it's kind of like saying you do it too much, you're going to break it or something, but I don't think it's that way. I just think it's such a soft, pliable thing. I don't, look, if our asses can take a beating and we've sat on all sorts of
our
things.
Our asses have full of muscle. Our asses is the biggest muscle on our body.
Big ol' yes, gluteus maximus.
Yes.
It's got fat and muscle and,
So wait, let me roll it back to the question though. Will you do OnlyFans if you're like in need?
I wouldn't do it if I was in need. I would do it for fun.
No. I would do it for fun.
I would do it as an empowerment thing,
Yeah. If you do it for need, that means you'll go to the ends.
Yes.
And expose yourself.
I have had people who have told me, they have said, you have beautiful feet. You should do, what is it? Only Feet or something like that?
You can do OnlyFans and just do feet or do Feet Finder or something.
You just have to be open to the comments that you may receive. Because you're going to get comments from gay guys, straight guys, gay girls, straight girls.
Old ladies,
some weird shit. You hear me? But that's the only thing. I mean, I showed you guys pictures of my gluteus maximus. I thought about doing that. Just putting on my little outfit.
Look.
And
you
just
would make money doing that.
Yeah.
And
the camera.
And that's the thing behind it. It's like, okay, so I know somebody who went to high school with me, who now a year ago, she was the top model for OnlyFans. And I'm just going to say model because it's an adult entertainment.
Well, that's what they called it too, so yeah.
But she was the highest paid person in OnlyFans. I'm like, and that tells you how much money you can make back out there.
Yes, you
True.
can make a lot.
True.
And now
I mean, if you,
she goes to Dubai for fun. You guys know what happens in Dubai if you guys do
I
not
was
know.
gonna say, does she go to Dubai to get shit on or shit on people?
Yes, for fun. That's what they call it now. Dubai for fun.
Oh gosh, where'd Cedric go?
Cedric was like, "What? Dubai for fun?"
He's
That's
like, no
crazy.
shit. He's
He
like,
just
what?
disappeared. He was like, "No way."
That's crazy.
Yes, so it's called Dubai for fun now, and you know,
Buy for fun.
Go fun. Go have your
Mhm.
fun. And I mean, do what you got to do. But yeah, I would not do it for desperation. I would do it for fun. I would do it to just say, this is an extra time. I have a pretty ass or pretty feet or pretty hands or pretty hair, whatever people are into.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to gravitate towards whatever you're serving.
Yeah.
okay. I have another topic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, will you go to kink therapy just
Like,
for fun?
what do you mean kink therapy? Like, where we learn more about kink, or are we doing like a conversion thing where we get rid of kinks?
No, where you learn about kinks and there is like a live session going on
Yeah, like workshop.
explaining like
Yeah.
this is a kink and this is what you do, and they have like all type of people doing different kinks. It's like a BDSM club, but you're going for
Well,
classes.
yeah,
No.
yeah. I would. There's
I
a whole
wouldn't.
convention in Atlanta for that I thought about going to just for educational purposes, you know.
But what do
But
you, for educational person, can you experience, like, what do you do there? Are you learning about
Mhm. Yeah, you go.
other
It's
people's,
like someone teaching a class, and someone is like, in this class, we're going to learn about candles. You know, soy candles are better for doing this versus if you use this candle, you might burn somebody real bad.
Or
So-
like this is how you
Yeah.
tie a person, this is how
Mhm.
you not choke them to death, how this is how you use safe words,
How to tie
you know,
somebody with
how to
a
tie
silk
somebody
scarf,
up,
you know.
or
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is how you penetrate them the correct way and stuff like that.
Interesting. Then yeah, I would go. Do they have anything about nipples and how to?
They got
Yes,
plenty
they got
of stuff on
everything,
nipples.
everything.
Everything. We'll take you to
That would be
nipple
my
class.
section I would go to.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing. Like people, like we would go as a group, and everybody would just go to whatever they're
To
interested
their
in, and we
session that
just
they
come
have.
back, you know, and we talk about it, or if we have interests, common interests, then we would go to that workshop together, you know, and sit there and watch. And it's not like a sex thing where it's like pornographic. It's educational.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would do it.
Then I would do it. Yeah, I would go to it just to further educate myself or learn about how to experience the extreme pleasures of things. I'm not. One thing I'm not into when it comes to kinks and all that is pain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a pain person. Don't put me in pain. Just make it feel good where I'm just losing my fucking brain, you know?
But I think that's the point of the class, is for it to teach you how to once you
Fine
get to
line.
once you get to the pain section, how do you bring that person back out of that pain? How do you cure that person will be the word behind it. So that's the point of the classes, I believe. So I think that's, sorry, I just hit my mic. Sorry for the listeners, but I think that's what the topic that I was able to pull up was talking about. Will you ever go to kink classes or BDSM classes?
You know, there's one happening in Atlanta, I think, it's in
October.
August. I was gonna say it's October, but it's in August. Very close.
That's so close.
It's called Kink Down South Weekend. So we might go and take some classes so we can learn and report back to y'all.
August when?
I think it's the first weekend. I want to say it's August. Wait, that's real close. August 1st to the 3rd.
Okay. That's a weekend.
Yeah, I like how the image. Oh, you can't see it. It doesn't blur it out. There's a bear looking guy right here. So, oh well. it doesn't blur it.
Interesting.
But yes.
Oh, I wish I could come. That would be nice. And it's weird because it's the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, if we have to go and take it out for a class, we should go.
We should do
Yeah.
it. We should do it. We should do
I'm
it.
looking at their classes. They've got stuff called Toys R Us, acknowledging, wrestling, muscle worship, and dominance. I'm like, I mean, I don't mind. I like to wrestle in bed, so.
The reason why I laugh is because I was talking about this to Michelle the other day about Toys R Us owned the R for so many years.
The backwards R.
The backwards R. and nobody could use it, and then they went out of business, and now it's being used everywhere.
Mm.
Now they got Toys R Us, but for kink stuff.
I can't
Toys
believe Toys R Us.
Are Us.
I know, right?
I'm just so
I grew up on
sad.
Toys R Us.
Well, yeah, they was our central toy store, but then Amazon
Yeah.
came out and was like, "Stab, you're dying slowly but quickly, slowly but quickly."
Okay, I'm gonna ask the next question, and I know we have talked about this topic before,
Okay.
but I want to see. I'll say more from Cedric because I don't think me and Michelle have used it. Has an app ever burned you out?
Yes,
What? Oh, okay.
absolutely. It's funny because Grindr is
Mm-hmm.
an app that I usually mostly use to, look for men or search just to see what people are doing in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And it burns me out more at home.
Mm.
And the
Okay.
reason-
Okay, I was gonna ask that. Is it because you can't find what
What do
you're
you
looking
mean?
for?
No, it's not because I can't find what I'm looking for. Well, yeah, I guess you would say it's that because it's the same people on there.
Mhm.
Same people, same area, same faces. You get on there, and especially if you get on there every day, it's the same people.
I thought
So
it'd
it's
be
kinda-
more diverse, like a bigger pool, but I guess not.
No.
I mostly use it because I'm still single. When I go out of town, I see different faces. I'm new to town. These are new faces to me. I'm new faces to them, and it's like, oh, there's somebody in the area, and that's what people do. They get on those apps and they go to the same area. So when somebody new shows up, everybody pounces on them.
Mm.
Yeah. So I get burnt out. There's a few things the reason why I get burnt out. Not only because it's the same people, but sexually as I get older, I want more substance
Yeah.
before sex is even a conversation. Not even an act, a conversation. I want to know if I can connect with a person on an adult human level, not a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I love sex. I love having sex. But as I see that I'm getting older, I need that connection. I need that conversation that leads up into the sex. Because once
Okay.
it leads to the sex, it becomes explosive. Or, excuse me, yeah, it could come explosive based on the connection that we have.
And then you come explosively too, I imagine, after that.
I was gonna say that, but I was staying quiet. But there you go.
There you
Both
go.
ways, like,
Okay, now that we answer that question, I have another one that I found. I think this is a really good one.
Okay.
With the driven and the movement of AI going forward, because this happened to me yesterday on Instagram. I was swiping on Instagram like I always do, listening to all my funny stuff that happens. And one of them showed up, and it was like a guy, and he was like, "Hey, sexy daddy, how are you?" And it was an AI. And I
mhm.
had to stop for a second. Now, like, is this a real person or is this an AI? And then it said AI at the bottom. And I was like, shoot. So the question is, do you think the AI generation will replace people who cannot find a relationship?
Yeah.
I
think
mean,
so.
it's happening now. And before AI was a thing, the cell phone is a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Even if you're communicating with somebody on the other side of that cell phone, it's the cell phone you're in a relationship with.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it
Yes.
makes sense.
Because I can text you all day and go back and forth or whatever the case may be. And, are we going to meet? Or if I meet somebody on the internet, could be all the way in Georgia or New York. And there's, can you see this person's face? Or if you do see this person's face and you're FaceTiming them, but you can't really physically get to them, now you're carrying your phone around everywhere. You're keeping it charged. You're checking
Yeah.
your
You
messages.
keep
Yes.
looking at it. You're like, any sounds you hear, you're just like, oh, what's that?
Who you're in a relationship with. You can say some people might say it's your phone. Some people might say it's the internet that you're in love with. But yeah, that's where we get lost. And then all you see is people doing this all day.
Mm-hmm.
I see, even in relationships, face to face, same space. And I see one guy looking down at his phone, and I see the other lady, his girlfriend, I guess, just looking around.
Yeah.
And it's
It's
like,
like the worst thing.
dang,
I
it
absolutely
is.
dislike that. When I try to hang out with people, you know, that's why sometimes people will say, "Oh, you don't have to tell me," or I'll say like, "Hey, I'm listening. I'm just looking up this website for this restaurant that we're about to go to because we probably just talked about the restaurant." But I try not to be on my phone because I like to be present. Like I've literally
Right.
gone to a hangout with some friends before, and every single damn one of these motherfuckers, we were at a coffee shop, beautiful place, hadn't seen each other in years, and all these motherfuckers were on their phone like this. And I'm like, what is the point? Why did we? I could
Why
have
did
gone
we
here
come
by
out?
myself. Why did we come out?
Yeah.
I don't feel any more connected to you. You're just one of them random ass people sitting like an NPC in the coffee shop. I don't
Yeah.
need to be here with you. I could just go here by myself. Like what?
Absolutely. Another thing that I get off the apps because it wastes a lot of my time. I
Mm,
find myself being on the app and I will scroll the same thing, refreshing the app, and next thing you know, 30 minutes has gone by.
yeah.
And it's like, oh no, 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 no. It's just not healthy.
Do you think that more people now need glasses because they're on their phone most of the time?
Most likely, on the phone or these. It's a lot of different things. That's a good question.
I
These
mean,
new
we talked.
headlights, Tesla headlights blind you. They're coming out with software updates for that. Some of these people drive around with headlights blasting.
Yeah,
I don't think the phone alone is not hurting our eyes.
yeah.
It's mostly what we eat.
Let me say this. This was a funny one that I saw the other day. People try to look cute.
Hmm?
Listen to this one. They try to look cute, but they prefer not to wear glasses because the glasses will take away from their look. But when they open their phones, you see the text. It's like huge text, and then they have their phone close to their face, but they prefer not to wear glasses because it'll take away from their look.
I
So
did that for 1 year in eighth grade.
so the question is, there are a lot of people out there that prefer to hurt their body than to hurt their image.
That's
Mhm.
right.
And
Yeah.
then the next question behind it is, will you be a friend of a person like that?
I think this might become another topic on another show.
Okay, we can do that.
I'll share a little bit because it's in my community. The transsexuals, the transsexual people.
Mm-hmm.
And we can talk about this another show, but um there's a show I watched on Paramount, and basically it was about transsexuals. I can't think of the name of the show. They basically wanted to be wanted, and it started with them growing up. It started with them wanting to be more feminine, wanting to be girly, but couldn't really put your hands on it. So what we do, I'm feminine. I don't
Mhm.
really wear tight clothes and stuff like that, but I do. Some of the feminine stuff come out through my clothes. Some of the things that I wear. But you guys know me. I just pretty much wear jeans, a shirt, and my
Mhm.
personality just screams a lot of femininity. I
Mhm.
don't physically look like a girl. But anyways, so to be wanted, these transsexuals come into play. And it's for them. It's for them to feel good too, but it's also for them to be wanted by men. And so they go and they change their bodies to be wanted by somebody that wants them for 5 minutes. Think about it. I'm a
Mhm.
trans person, and then I might, we might get some comments about this, but I feel like,
Yeah, I imagine we would get the comments about, well, some people are going to say, well, some people change themselves to represent how they feel on the inside.
yeah,
But I mean, we're definitely not talking about that. I think we're just like that definitely is
change,
valid.
yeah,
Yeah, that happens, but what about this other
right,
portion?
right. These men are using you to fulfill their fantasy because you are a man that looks like a woman, or probably look better than a woman with a penis, and you're fulfilling their fantasy. And I might be fulfilling their fantasy too by, allowing somebody to come and have sex with me, and they get up and go. But to physically change your body to be wanted
Yeah.
is becoming a big thing. And it's not just the gay community, and I take that back. It's just not the gay community.
Everyone.
It's It's white women, it's black women, it's people in the
Asian
music
people, everybody.
industry that, look at Madonna,
Yeah.
and it's just to keep up with I need to be
Like
hip.
trends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trends. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so sad now. It's I need to get a facelift. I need to redo my whole face. It's funny because I was talking to a friend a couple of days ago about Little Kim, and back in the
Yeah.
90s and early 2000s, she was gorgeous.
She was so beautiful.
Beautiful woman. Small body, small waist. She didn't have a big ass. She had a little ass. Her face was really cute. And then next thing you know, bam, she gets this, she start continuing changing her face and changing her body. And now look what we have, the Little Kim we have. So, I just don't understand why people would do that. I think you age gracefully with what you have. I think that's more beauty in that than to walk in and be like, why your lips look like two big old duck bills,
That's
I don't
true.
get it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say this with what Cedric said. I think it's time to end the show for tonight.
So
What do you guys
random.
think? Yeah, and I'm going to say this. It's fun to be around people. It's fun to enjoy our body. But there is a saying that I just got that says your body is not your masterpiece. Your life is. So remember that. With that being said, Michelle, do you have anything to say?
I was gonna respond to Cedric, but I guess we'll have to. Just went out the window in my head. Yeah. I don't have anything to say at this point. Yep. And cut that thing short.
Sorry, Cedric, is there anything you want to say?
I say I am falling in love with Asian people, especially people from China. Michelle, you are
Okay.
amazing.
I was
Listeners,
gonna
if
say
y'all
my
haven't,
ass was born here, but okay.
but you still got it in your blood. You are amazing. I love you. You make me happy.
Aw.
Listeners, take care of yourself. Do what you believe in that's best for you. But remember what's best for you. If you want to change your body, make sure you change it for you.
Mhm.
Because if it's for somebody else, it's not a guarantee they're going to stay around. They're going to just use you for what you have and then move on to the next person. If they're for you, they'll be for you. You shouldn't have to change your body to be with anyone. Thank you for listening, callers. Callers, I said callers. Thank you
Listeners.
for listening, listeners.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, empower your life, not your body. 96 in reverse is over. Take care. Bye.
Bye.
96 in reverse.
It is 96 in reverse, and you can have the worst of my drink, and we can switch places. Now we